Hi YouTube, welcome back to Tamar's Tarot and Oracle channel. I am so excited. The long weekend is finally here. Here in Canada, we have the civic long weekend. So Monday is a holiday. It's Saturday and I thought, I hadn't made a video in quite some time, so I thought I'd make one. Now, I was going to do one of a deck that I thought arrived and didn't, and I have been checking back obsessively online, and it said it was delivered, but I guess it was delivered to a distribution. I was so confused. I thought it was delivered to my mailbox, but anyway, I won't tell you what that is. I'm hoping that I guess by Tuesday, being a long weekend, they're not gonna deliver anything, which boo, now I have to wait another few days. But in the meantime, I have another deck that's kind of like an oldie but a newie. I've had it for some time and I've never really used it much until recently. When I saw it, I really liked it. I mean, I was instantly attracted to it primarily because of the colors. And it is a deck that we are all well aware of, but very familiar with, and it's a Rider-Waite clone. It's called the Hoi Polloi. And the Hoi Polloi is a Greek term that means the people, the common folk. And it's sort of like a board game from the 70s, published in New York City. I came across it on somebody's channel, I guess, and I loved those retro colors and the black outline and just the simplicity of it, because a lot of the background and I guess symbolism too, but details were kind of taken out. So it was sort of simplified, and it just, I don't know, its aesthetic was quite appealing to me. So this is the box it came in. I bought it secondhand. The box, I mean, pretty good condition. The card's immaculate. Because I had watched somebody and I think their card was bent, or they received a deck that wasn't as in quite good condition. So I'm very grateful that mine looks pretty much brand new. I don't think it was used a whole lot. I can't remember. Like I said, I purchased this deck, gosh, so long ago. I don't even know when. But anyway, it's called the Tarot. Cards that tell people about themselves and their future, and some examples of what the art looks like on the box. Now, I was a little disappointed because the Three of Swords didn't have this blue background. Not a big deal, but I'm just, being nitpicky as always. And yeah, it's just, I think it's white, but anyway, whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so the tarot again in the back, and I'll just read the little blurb in the back. The tarot has been telling people about themselves since the Middle Ages. Who are you? What are you? What do you want? And what will you get? The answers lie in these 78 fascinating mystical cards that carry the same symbols and meanings of tarot decks used in the Middle Ages. And you don't have to be a psychic to interpret the tarot. I'm absolutely not a psychic. I just piece together what I see before me. Where am I? The 16-page booklet tells you how to communicate with your subconscious mind, how to interpret the messages in the cards, and how to arrange the cards in the two major tarot spreads. The portrait spread with the, okay, just a couple spreads it mentions. What's interesting is that there are tarot games. And funny enough, I never used any of this. Like, I haven't really read the booklet much. I just kind of put this away and just kept the deck out in my own little, I have it somewhere, little drawstring bag. So tarot games, bridge, rummy, and poker became intriguing games when played with the tarot deck. Inside, you'll also find rules for 3 original tarot card games and directions to 2 original solitaire variations. I think I might actually check this out because, yeah, I give it a try because I haven't. So then it just tells you what's inside the box. So it's a 2-part box. It's long and rectangular and pretty thin. Whoops. So yeah, it just looks, oh my gosh, there. It just looks like that inside. Not too exciting. So the contents I have taken out. So it came with this book. So it has I don't know what that is, but it's probably the most used looking part of this entire thing. So it has the sun card in the front. I actually quite like the sun card. I really like the face. And I'm not typically one who is drawn to the sun card. I know it has a naked baby child, which, I mean, I know most of us in the tarot community or who dabble in tarot aren't such a fan, but I like that. Yeah, it kind of makes up for that. And I love it. It's so retro. It's from 1972 or 3? 1973, copyright, yeah. Rice Games Incorporated, New York City. New York, New York. Yeah. Hold on, I have to give it a sniff. Yeah, I'm a sniffer. Yeah, it's just got that, like, not musky, not like in a bad way or anything. It's just got that, I don't know, it's vintage, right? It's nice. So, yeah, it kind of looks like this. Black and white. You certainly don't get booklets like this anymore. So great. Yeah, so there's the wish spread and the 35 card spread. Yeah, that's pretty intense. So there's actually quite a bit of writing in here. It just goes into great detail and depth, I guess, enough to really help you lay out the spreads. The gypsy spread's another one. It looks like that. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I've never tried this before. I kind of just stuck it in my closet and that was it. Yeah, so it just goes into instructions and divination, but it just, your typical wands, if you want to play card games, like wands or clubs, cups or hearts, swords or spades, pentacles or diamonds. Fire represents enterprise and glory, water, love and happiness, air, strife and misfortune, and earth, money and interest. So yeah, it's just like kind of a more, maybe in a sense, an old-fashioned approach to it, but anyway. So yeah, I'm going to really take a look at this book properly. But I did flip through it initially. Like I said, it's just black and white photos. It goes through each suit, major and minor arcana and all that. So yeah. Oh, I just found something on the carpet. I get distracted so easily. So it came with these extra cards. So this is the back. And it says at the bottom, copyright 1972, Hoi Polloi. And yeah, it's just, the title cards. Give me a couple. And some blank cards. Yeah, so I just took them out. Whoopsie. And stuck them in the box of the book. Just threw it. And now let's get to the cards. So, yeah. Not too big. A little smaller, I'd say, than a standard. There's another deck here that I just got, but I'll do a separate video on this one, and I just want to see the size difference. So yeah, the bigger one's the standard tarot size, and so you can see that they are about the same width, but just a little bit shorter, which makes them really nice. And I know a lot of people enjoy a slightly smaller size deck. So yeah, so once again, the box, it's a key. Unlock all the mysteries and secrets that is the tarot. The great esoteric divination system, if you will. And let's show you some of the images. This is the King of Wands. So I love the Gothic typefaced, like the font, and the retroness, the colors, and the simplicity. And that's what, just drew me to it, just the whole compilation of it. And yeah, and I mean, a lot of this, the backdrop, like the scenic stuff has been removed, which I know holds a lot of symbolism in that. But once you get familiar with the Rider-Waite, you are familiar with it, then it's a pretty easy deck to read with, and it's pretty honest, and it has like a really warm, friendly vibe and energy to it. So yeah, I mean, these cards look immaculate. Look at that. I have to say, I mean, yeah, can't complain. So that's the King of Wands. I'll just show you the Five of Wands. I really like the black with the colors. Like, it's just, I find it very striking. The Wheel of Fortune. Strength. And there are different skin tones. So I think that's cool. See, she's a little darker in this one. I like the pink and black, super retro. The Chariot, I like their faces. Like, I just am very drawn to the you know, it's very small, their faces, but just the way that they're depicted. Sorry if my camera is not super sharp. Five of Pentacles. I mean, we all know what these images look like. This is just, it's a clone, like I said, and it's just a really nice, you can still get this. It is a bit pricey. I believe this was gifted to me, actually, but it isn't impossible to find. I think I did Google it recently, and Ten of Pentacles, and I was able to find it. So it is out there, but it is, you know, it's an out of print, obviously, deck, and so those are more pricey, but those seem to be the ones that I'm drawn to. Queen of Wands. She has a very cat-like looking face, which I like. The Fool. The Nine of Pentacles. I'll show you my favorite one, which might be super cheesy to some people. Here it is. It happens to be the next card. That's so funny. The Ten of Cups. This looks like, you know, yeah, 70s, 80s. Watching, you know, welcome back to regular programming, and it's so cool. You know, when your TV had those different colored stripes back in the day? I freaking love that. The Ten of Cups. I just love it. Oh, I have to show. Yeah, so that is my favorite card in the entire deck. All right, the Knight of Wands. I like his like sea green colored tunic. He's definitely going places. Onto a new and exciting adventure. The Four of Swords. There's like a little tiny, I don't know what that is, but like that's the only thing that I noticed. It doesn't bother me. Of course I mention it, but it doesn't bother me. The King of Pentacles. So I really like the color. I mean, it's, yeah, they're just bright. You know, I find this deck very appealing. And my mom agrees. I mean, she was also drawn to this deck when I offered to give her a reading. Ace of Cups. See, it's a darker skinned hand. So I think that would appeal to a lot of people, right? Some diversity, multiculturalism, Ace of Pentacles, the gifts that are being bestowed upon you. There you go. Three of Pentacles. I never loved the Rider-Waite artwork. Pamela and Coleman Smith is a favorite among many. I am a Rider-Waite girl in the sense of, you know, the structure. And I do have a Rider-Waite deck, AE Waite, from AGM Games, as well as a yellow box vintage copy, not from the 70s. I think it's probably from the 90s, to be honest. But, you know, so I do, and that's the one that I use to read for people. I don't know why I'm stopping showing. Hold on. Two of Swords. But this is cool. This is a nice addition to have. I like his face, Judgment. I love retro, like 80s especially. The Hierophant. Yeah, so some of them are completely colored, so filled in. And others are not so much. More the major arcanas, I find. Two of Pentacles. See, we have nothing in the background. There's no churning sea. But, I mean, once again, when you're familiar with the original Rider-Waite, it's pretty easy to read. And you do have a booklet to accompany you, so, or accompany the cards, and so it's yeah. The Four of Cups is looking quite bored and detached. The Eight of Pentacles. It really just focuses on his trade, which is essentially what the Eight of Pentacles represents. The Page of Cups. I got him yesterday. I was definitely more in tune with my emotions yesterday. And very, just feeling very, I don't know, warm and fuzzy. Four of Pentacles. So I'm not going to show each and every card. You pretty much get the gist. Look at the blanket, the checks. So retro. It's the Nine of Swords, by the way. My favorite card, Eight of Swords. Not necessarily in this deck, but just in general. I always look to the Eight of Swords as one of my go-to cards in any deck. Oh, the Emperor. Some mountains there in the background. Kind of like a surveyor of the land, if you will. Six of Cups. So funny, I was using this deck and the... Oh no, what's wrong with me? Hold on. Tarot of the Old Path. I had, see my container back there is full of my decks, and I have way more under my bed. But those are the ones that I kind of reach for the most, and sometimes I just switch around. And anyway, and I got the same 2 cards in this deck and then in that one, and I thought that was just a clear sign, like this is what your attention needs to focus on. Yeah, and this was one of those 2 cards, so yep. Oh, 10 of Swords. He's definitely a goner. So yeah, so this is the Hoi Polloi. It's just really fun to say. Are there any others I want to... Yeah, see what I was saying? The 3 of Swords. There's no blue background. I'll just... Whoops. And those extra cards just took a... Oh my gosh. This one's just... Yeah. There you go. You see the... I like it with the blue background, but you know. So that's the Hoi Polloi. There are other things you can do with this, like, you know, you're getting instructions to play a board game. So it's really cool that it's from, you know, a different time and that I have it. And I'm really glad that I rediscovered it because, as I said, I've had it for a while, and I'm definitely going to take a closer look at this book. And yeah, so... You know, the card, it's very papery. I didn't mention the cardstock. There is a light varnish, but not all of them are completely covered in it. Some, I guess, have worn away over time. So some are a little bit more varnishy feeling, I suppose. But there is that beautiful, just vintage, you know, papery vintage feel, which I love. And yeah, it's just an ever so faint smell of a time long ago, we'll say. Anyway, thank you so much for watching Tamar's Tarot and Oracle channel. You can find this online, so if it does appeal to you, Google and look that up. And I don't know where I saw it, if it was eBay or I feel like it might have been, but they shuffle really nicely. Let's pull a card before I sign off. Okay. Oh, see that one that's the one. That's it. Oh my, hilarious. This has been coming up. This is stalking me. Yeah, and I know too what it's all about. So yeah, good fun. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see everybody very soon. Take care. Bye.